on this top turn with Flying Gale just in behind Oregon Trail and Top Lee. Then on the outside, Invisible Shadow. Just in behind them, Afzal. Then towards the outside is Easterly. Manpower comes next. And then Broadbeam-See is just behind him with Dodgy Future. And then Lock Boysdale over the third. Amrullah's well there towards the outside. But it's still Oregon Trail, Top Lee, Flying Gale. Just in behind them come Invisible Shadow and Manpower and Afzal and Broadbeam, and behind Broadbeam is Dodgy Future. Then Son of a Gunner. Coming down to the fifth now. Oregon Trail on the outside. Jumps that in the lead from Flying Gale. And faller at that one. Faller at that one I didn't spot, but Flying Gale on the inside of Oregon Trail. And Tom Sharp was the faller there. Tom Sharp was the faller at that flight. This is the third last now in the Daily Express Triumph Hurdle. Oregon Trail from Broadbeam, who's now gone second. Then in third is Flying Gale. Kalaminski has made ground into fourth. Just behind them come Afzal, Invisible Shadow and Manpower. And two left to jump only now. Oregon Trail on the inside of Broadbeam. These two, Kalaminski going well in third. Then on the outside comes Manpower, then Invisible Shadow and Afzal as they run downhill towards the second last flight. Broadbeam in the lead now from Manpower. On the inside is Kalaminski. Then See You Then making ground, even Broadbeam a fall up. See You Then making ground in behind the leaders now, but it's Manpower the leader. Manpower the leader, being pressed by Afzal. See You Then on the outside. Kalaminski very well there also. And Star of Screen making good progress over on the far side. But it's Manpower being pressed by See You Then. Then Northern Game and Kalaminski on the far side. Northern Game coming there quite strongly on the stand side. Kalaminski on the far side. Northern Game coming with a wet sail towards the stand side as See You Then comes to jump it in the lead. See You Then lands in the lead from Northern Game on the near side. Racing into the closing stages, and it's See You Then from Northern Game. Northern Game on the near side. See You Then on the far side. Northern Game with the marginal advantage. The race up towards the line. Northern Game is going to win the Daily Express Triumph Hurdle. Northern Game is the winner. See You Then is second, and third is Manpower. It's a 1-2-3 for Ireland. If you call See You Then Irish because he's only just come from Ireland. Fourth was Kalaminski, also Ireland. So officially it's a 1-3-4 for Ireland, with Northern Game the winner. See You Then second, Manpower third, Kalaminski four. That's the 1-2-3-4 in the 1984 Daily Express Triumph Hurdle. First, number 35, Northern Game, owned by Mr. Frank Conroy, trained by Eddie O'Grady and ridden by Tommy Ryan. Second was number 42, See You Then, owned by the Stipewood Stud Limited, trained by Nicky Henderson and ridden by Tommy Carmody. And third was number 33, Manpower, owned by Mr. John Flood, trained by Brian Malone and ridden by Tommy McGibbon. Fourth was number 30, Kalaminski. Well, this is the winner, Northern Game, on whom Tommy Ryan has ridden an impeccable waiting race, delaying his challenge until approaching the final flight. Came there with a double handful to finally wear down the hot favorite, the hottest favorite since Ativo in 1974. See You Then to win it going away in the closing stages. This is Flying Gale on his inside. And there he is, Northern Game. And here's how he broke Eddie O'Grady's duck at the 1984 Cheltenham National Hunt Festival, reviewed by Richard Pittman.
And as they came down the hill, you can see a whole horde of them there, and it's Broadbeam who is actually still leading at this stage. Stands off 1,000,000 miles, and I'm afraid that is the end of Sam Morshead as he goes out the front door. The saddle obviously caught him in the backside. He gets kicked along like a football. The whole field goes over him, and he lay there for some time, and I was pleased to say I did see him moving and sitting up afterwards. You can see at the moment he hasn't done, but he is starting to get up when we come off him. Now, at this stage, as they come around the last corner, Kalaminski in the yellow colours on the inside looks to be going particularly well, and the favourites a little bit in trouble at this moment. Tommy Carmody just starting to niggle. It was a different story at Punchestown, but Northern Game is coming in the light colours here, and Tommy Ryan as cool as a cucumber on him. I don't think he wants to hit the front too soon, and you'll see that the horse does actually hang into the favourite after the last, but he's certainly pulling over the other three there. Northern Game is just in fourth place as he jumps the last fence. Tommy Carmody goes for his stick now, and See You Then, and the horse running straight, head down and going for home. But look at this little chestnut horse of Edward O'Grady, just starting to hang in now on the favourite, but Tommy Ryan puts his stick down, slaps him down the shoulder to try and keep him away so that there's no steward's inquiry, and this is a pretty clear-cut victory in the end. Not a very big horse, but very game indeed, and that is a 1, 2, 3 and 4 for Ireland technically, because the favourite has only been over here for a fortnight.